Yo guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another beautiful day we are blessed with. So give thanks. You don't wait for Thanksgiving to give thanks. Give thanks every single day that you wake up and have life, strength to be able to just move around and in your right mind. Oh man, that's a blessing. We are here with some beautiful and passionate and powerful guests. To my left, right here, we got my brother from another mother, Goku Pop, aka smash the subscribe button. There's no smash my life because you should be practicing. You smash his life. Smash everything you're attracted to.
I'm Chanel Love.
Get some love. Chanel Love in the building. We got the singing right here.
Don't be mad with the mindset. If you got pain, I got pain with it for you.
Let's go.
And if you hate loudness,
Check him out. Subscribe to his page. And we got this beautiful goddess right here.
My name is Alejandra.
Let's go.
You can follow me on Instagram.
Let's go. Let's go.
I'm Liz. You can follow me on Instagram at TGLIZLE.
Let's go. And what's your name, young lady?
Hi, I'm Sarah. aka Pretty Unique Body.
Let's go.
Hanging out with the gang.
Let's go. And we got a special guest out here because we're talking about semen retention today, guys. So shout outs to the, let's put the light on him. Oh, the sun just came out. Boom. There we go.
Instagram at JAQUE The Ripper. YouTube The Ripper. Peace and blessings.
Yo, Ripper, man, how you been, bro?
Wonderful, wonderful.
That's what I like to hear, man. How has your semen retention journey been?
Powerful. The longer you go, the better you get, the more you tap into in terms of spiritual and mental connection. And of course, this is something you live every day. You're not supposed to think about it. You just flow with it and live it and overcome the urge and the desires of sex and low frequency behavior. All low frequency behavior is a part of that. So, you know, mastering your weaknesses and your lower self is how you really overcome that urge. Because any lesser urge is easier to overcome if you can master semen retention. That's, for men, that's the most powerful, most difficult thing to really master when you talk about low desires. Because, you know, if you lie or if you cheat or if you steal or if you overeat, then that's easier to stop doing than wasting your seed, because that's a powerful urge by nature that God gave us. So we got to master that first and then live righteous, of course.
Powerful stuff. How long have you been practicing semen retention now?
4 years now.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to my guy Ripper, man. And how has semen retention benefited you?
The benefits vary depending on your attitude and your disposition toward it, because you're going to be tempted, you're going to be tried, you're going to be tested. So the longer you go, authentically practicing it, and of course keeping a oneness relationship with your creator, you got to do that, because really what it is fasting. It's a sacrifice, and that's by God's divine grace and mercy that you can sacrifice sex, sacrifice pleasure to tap into the fleshy pleasures, to tap into greater spiritual connection. So that's really the purpose of semen retention, because ultimately the idea of it is when you have sex and you waste your seed is to procreate. But if you're not procreating, then you just wasting energy. It's unjust for you to do that. And they set it up in a society where they make you want to deviate and waste your seed by promoting sex in an unnatural way. So ultimately we have to discipline ourselves, and we have to see the value of self and see the value of that practice of semen retention.
See over there? That box? I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's it. The value. We have to understand the value of semen retention and mastering it. So the benefits are unlimited, actually, because the longer you go, the greater powers you tap into.
Copy that.
Manifestation, physical powers in terms of fitness, or even just creativity.
Yes.
You know, manifestation of what you desire in terms of your elevation in your craft, monetarily, you know, all of that financially, and just success-wise, because that's real success starts within. True success is not external, it's internal, and then you manifest it from your inside. But what happens is most people compromise to gain success outside of themselves. They don't get this right first. They go straight to the external, and then they end up deteriorating from compromising. So they're dying internally. But if you fix your internal, that's true wealth, that's true success, and then you can manifest what you desire from there. So in the Quran it says, seek ye righteousness first, then all things will be added. Don't seek things first, seek righteousness first, then all things will be added.
Let me ask you a question, bro. Now, for guys at home who are in relationships, who are married, and things like that, do you believe that they can practice semen retention while with their woman, having sex with their woman, and pleasing her but not ejaculating?
I believe that's just because they're married. But anytime a man wastes his seed, it's killing him, even if he's married. Like even when any
No, but he's not. But he's not wasting his seed.
He's not.
Yeah, he's having sex, but he's holding it in.
Oh, okay. And he's married.
He's married. He's married.
Yeah.
He's with.
That's good.
He's with his partner.
That's good.
Do you think that's a bad thing?
No, that's good. But it's not fornication. But you still, a lot of people use marriage as legal fornication, which means they get married just to have sex and take advantage of each other for whatever sick purposes. But you're not supposed to just focus on sex. That is a spiritual contract between two people evolving toward the Creator. That's what a marriage really is. But this society makes it sick and materialistic because that's the culture. But real marriage is a spiritual contract between a man and a woman to evolve to their greater selves. They help each other because we need each other as men and women to evolve, to try each other, to test each other. So we're not supposed to just be having sex every day just because we're married. You're supposed to be evolving spiritually, getting to know each other, getting to know your gifts and talents and elevating. But sex can kind of throw that process off because once again, that's still a low desire. You can lust after your wife. You know, even if you're married, you can lust after your wife. That's just because you're married don't mean you're righteous. See, so it's a law that we have to abide by to make sure that we live in righteous and not deviating. Because marriage, you can still be deviating.
You were gonna say something?
Yeah, what were you trying to say?
I was going to say that actually sounds like it would be an even higher form of discipline to be in a situation where you're married with your spouse and still even being able to put her needs first and retaining your energy. I would say that's a higher form of discipline.
I know that in my experience and with my sexual experiences, anytime I've had sex and then retained that energy, I've actually got more energy. It's like I took her energy as opposed to feeling as if my energy was drained. In my past experience. But Vocal Pump, have you been practicing semen retention?
Oh yeah, man. It's almost been a month now. I've been practicing.
Okay.
Say that again.
I was saying it's not just for the fellas too doing the semen retention. I also practice celibacy from periods, time to time, where I have my moments where I don't want to engage in any sexual encounters. I just want to be still and walk with God and, you know, just reserve my energy and focus on my projects at hand. So I do practice that too as well. I do find that it does make me feel more empowered and I have more energy and clarity, most importantly, to accomplish my goals.
When you say time to time, what do you mean? When you say practice it from time to time, what do you mean?
It's like I have cycles, you know, where I feel like, okay, it's time to, you know, to have intercourse. It's time to have that energy, share that intimacy. And then I have my periods where I'm like, okay, I don't want any intimacy.
But that's when you test it, when you have the urge. Not when you don't have the urge.
Oh, I know how to turn it on and off.
Okay, that's good.
That's good.
That's good.
That's dope. That's dope. You were saying, Dan, have you been practicing semen retention?
Yeah, it's almost a month now. I've been practicing semen retention. So for me, semen retention for me helps me connect with the lady more. It's like the lady that I'm having sex with. Okay, yeah, you know, there's certain things like Ripple was saying, like me not having control. Like if I would have sex, right? Like most women, they would want to conversate, like talk about it. They just talk about whatever they're going through in life and blah blah blah. But in my head, I'm like, yo, I just want to like get this out the way. You know, but now, because I practice semen retention, like I said, the sex is not the pleasure. Pleasure is in sex, but it's not the main. It's not the only way you can get pleasure. Yeah. It's not the only way you can get pleasure. You can get pleasure from having a conversation with a lady, like a deep conversation. So that's what semen retention is good for me.
Hey, yo, Frieza, have you been practicing semen retention?
like based off what Babe was saying too, with the whole semen retention thing. When you're talking to somebody and you can refrain from intercourse and divulge into the other lanes of intimacy, that isn't just sexual intercourse, that seems to be the only thing that we really think about. The whole, there's other kinds of intimacy, like spending quality time together, touch.
She could just be braiding your hair.
Words, things of that nature. We just put it into one category. We need to understand and I guess understand that it's a lot more than that.
Ladies, I would like to know what are your thoughts on semen retention, and have you ever dated someone practicing it?
Unfortunately, I've not met someone who practices semen retention besides from you guys, but I think it's absolutely amazing, and it is something that I think men should master. And like I said, I try myself, and I find I see the benefits of it. So for you to try it, and for you to share with everyone your benefits, that's awesome. Like definitely,
Let's go. Gotta stop playing with it. Let's go.
I would say that I've talked to like a couple different people who've been practicing like semen retention, and I feel like just the level of energy is different because I feel like that's like a way to know and understand yourself on a different level. Like even like going down that path, like even like letting that be something that like you actively do. So just I feel like that's like a heightened level of elevation. So I appreciate that energy. I think it's like a great way for people to learn more about how to control themselves, or even to just really be more in touch with themselves and how they feel, and be like more into like mind, body, spirit, total connection, and like all of that.
I first heard about semen retention when I was with like a lot of fighters in the gym. So like before their fights, they would like not have sex for like a week or two or whatever to like build up strength. Some people believe in it, some people don't. And then like for me personally, like I definitely feel like when I'm like using like masturbation like this as like distraction or like something like that, I find like when I actually get to the act, like it's not as fulfilling as deep. You know, it's like I wasted that like, you know, spiritual energy. Like it doesn't affect my body as much as like it would affect like a man, like because y'all do use like mad energy, whereas like I get energy from sex, but it's like more like a feeling, emotion, you know, energy that better when it's more mindful of that.
Well, guys, there's a lot of things that I have to lay on the table. Oh yes, I'm so sorry.
Oh my God, leaving me out. So I don't think I have ever been in the graces of someone who is practicing semen retention intentionally. However, I've heard of it before, and I just would applaud a man who could be in the presence of a woman and not indulge his baser instincts, because I've been abstaining from sex for the past almost 4 months. And I've just noticed a big difference in my energy and my perspective. But the one thing that I'm noticing is that most men are just like unable to connect when they're like completely just chasing that physical connection. It is. It feels like a form of warfare. Like I told a friend, I almost feel like they're after a blow-up doll. Like they're not seeing your humanity or any other aspect of you. So I do applaud you guys for doing that.
Yes, guys. I have a lot to lay on you guys, man. First things first, I would like to explain something. Unfortunately, one of my homegirls is not here. I was hoping that she would come. She's not here today. She was here with us yesterday, and while she was here with us yesterday, we were chilling out here, shooting videos, working out. She showed me a guy that was literally sitting not too far from us, and she said to me that guy was literally following her throughout the day. And now he's over there sitting down watching her. Remember this?
Yeah.
Dokapon was with me. Yeah. That was in the daytime. The nighttime came when we all left. She was going to her car. I was visiting a friend's house. She was close by. She had to run to find us because apparently the guy was still following her. I saw the guy. I called the guy over. Apparently this guy was getting hard, following her. And then he proceeded to tell us that he knows her, and that's his girlfriend. She told us that she don't know him, and then he told the truth that he don't know her, but he's been following her all day. And his dick was getting hard, guys. Unfortunately, his privacy was getting hard.
Yeah.
So I had to tell this guy, you know, you can't be doing that. You know, give him a little speech about how a man is supposed to be. But I couldn't believe that he was following her around. And it's a good thing that we were there, because he was walking around following her while getting hard at the same time. And we in Miami. It was late at. It was not even late at night. It was probably around 7 p.m. You know what I mean? And I can't even imagine how that feels to be in a situation like that, because I'm a man. So this is why I preach that men everywhere, especially when you're young, because when you get older, you find that a lot of men have problems with these things. Why do you think they're having problems? They wasn't practicing any type of semen retention, guys. They were wasting their seeds everywhere.
Watching porn.
Watching porno, jerking off.
Yeah. And now you're having you're doing imaginary things, because it's all so simple. Just walk up to her, you look beautiful. Can I get your number? Can we talk? You know, men don't even know how to conversate with women anymore because of, and that's what I said, goes back to what I said. When I'm with a woman in the bedroom, in my head, I'm thinking, before, the old me, I'm thinking like, she wants to talk about what she's going through in life, and like, I just want to bust your shit right now. And that's messed up. Let's talk about what you're going through. Let me tell you what I'm going through. Let's exchange that energy, so when it does happen, it's like positive energy. It's like beautiful things happening.
The thing is, but the thing is though, bro, it's a natural urge. It's not really messed up. Mm-hmm. It's a natural urge, but we have to learn how to master that urge. And that's what Ripper is saying. Yeah. By mastering that urge, then we have the power to be able to go around the opposite sex and not fall into those lower vibrations. Mm-hmm. We'll be straight in the high vibrations, always on our goals and purpose and intentions.
And unfortunately, from a lot of the brothers that I know, it's going to take a chastisement for a lot of brothers to actually get this, because, you know, they're not going to understand just from watching this video. The longer you go on wasting your seed and playing with it, like, you're going to start to see yourself tumble down, spiral down. Like, you're going to become more unsuccessful. You're going to start to lose power, lose electricity, lose energy, lose your testosterone. That's God punishing you because you deviate. So this is something serious. It's not nothing to play with. And not just semen retention. We're talking about righteous code of conduct, which is beyond just sex. But we got to get it together, man. We got to stop playing games with our life, because as you can see, it's a lot of death, especially in America right now. And it's because of deviation. It's because of compromise, because of wickedness.
But you mind if I play on that? Because these things are low vibrations, and the people who are in charge know these things. This is how they get you, to manipulate you to be able to fall into the consumerism market. Whereas the biggest things that sell in America is sex. Actually, not even in America, all around the world. Yeah. That is the number one biggest job, is sex. Sex sells everywhere. So because they know that, they're playing on that and becoming super rich. And we are falling under this trap consistently, constantly. And we're not realizing our higher self.
We did.
One of the things that we may not know, and I said this in another video, guys, in our pineal gland, there's a chamber in our pineal glands where crystals are hardening. And when you practice semen retention, it's hardening because your semen, instead of you saving it and it going up, because that's what happens when you save your semen, it goes up through your spine, into your brain, into your pineal gland, and moisturize those crystallized hard substances inside your pineal gland so that it can be soft, so that you can actually access that power inside of the higher self, for you to understand yourself, which that energy is so raw and so real, it's so contagious, everyone else will feel it. I was at my higher self when I was practicing semen retention, and unfortunately I relapsed. My fellow brothers, I relapsed, you know, so I'm back on the journey again.
It's a bitch when you relapse.
It is. I relapsed, you know, and I find myself in a stage where I felt my power diminishing. I felt my power lowering, and I had to find myself again. You understand what I'm saying? So because of that situation that I was in is done. You understand what I'm saying? So now I'm back on that path of righteousness. You feel me?
And stop misusing our women too. That's another thing I want to
yes,
say. Like stop
please.
misusing our women, man.
Please.
A lot of you men are so weak and cowardly and punctified, and you really have not been trained or taught how to be men. No one has trained you. If you've been raised by your mother or women in your family, and this is not to be disrespectful,
At all.
but a lot of
At
you
all.
don't know how to be men, and you haven't been trained. But there are organizations out there that teach you how to be men. There are organizations and it's knowledge and information out there to teach you how to be men. Because what you're doing is not only are you destroying them, you're destroying yourself. So if you were intelligent, you would want to know, how can I have longevity? How can I keep myself going higher, upper spiritually? Instead of as I get older, I'm dying as I'm getting older. You're supposed to be getting younger as you're getting older because you're becoming more knowledgeable, more electrified with the spirit of God. That's how it's supposed to be.
Let's go.
But if you dying as you're getting older, then that means that you're a devil and don't know it. You are living out of your low desires every day. See, this is serious, man, and I really, you all got to come to my channel and really hear me break it down. It's kind of difficult for me to break it down right now, but it's a real science to Satan and to God. How you can tap into both Satan of self and God of self. The ego is the
self. It's all in self.
The ego is the Satan of self.
Yep.
That's what protects your insecurities and your fears. The ego. You got to kill that off top.
Can I tell you something, bro? Did you know that the ego's in the lower part of the brain?
Yeah.
And that's
Lower self.
That's the lower self.
Lower self.
Yeah. Your ego.
It's the lower
part,
self.
The part of the part that gets activated when your ego is all charged up. It's in the literally in the lower part of your brain.
God is not with you when you're in the ego, because God cannot use you and guide you when you're guided by the ego, because you won't hear God, you won't see God, you're not humble enough to understand what God is showing you. Because ego says you're trying to please the world, you're looking for validation, and that's all. That is sickness, that's mental illness. And if you look at the world right now, the mental health is the way it is. It's because people have not learned to kill the ego. It's that simple. It ain't got nothing to, drugs too, yes, but it's really about your ego and your lying to yourself.
Yes.
And not being real with yourself.
Yes, looking in the mirror.
And that's how,
looking in the mirror and lying with yourself.
That's how powerful it is, man. You know, like you guys were saying, sex does control the world.
Yeah.
And this is why, women get their body done.
Yeah.
And when they get their body done, what does it do? It boosts that ego.
Yeah.
that lower
lower
ego,
vibration,
that lower vibration.
Yeah.
Thinking that they're doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feeling like very cocky, confident, whatever it is.
They didn't work for none of that.
And they didn't work for
none of that.
Yeah. When you humble yourself, like I had to humble myself to get to this level by training with so many people. He trained me. It's just a lot of humbling, a lot of uncomfortability to get to, and even when you get to this level, you still gotta be humble.
That's a fact.
Because you just have to respect, because you got there being humble, and you want to keep growing, you just have to keep being humble. And you will always tap into your higher self by doing that.
That's a fact.
Man.
If it's
you want
to,
to,
man. Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like, in retrospect of what everybody said, for a lot of people, because a lot of people are not as deep, on that level. So for people that want to live longer, and that want to obtain that muscle and that mass or whatever it is that they want, and just be able to control self, I feel semen retention is like a path. It's like a nice direction to start in. You know what I mean? Because too many people are just playing with it too much. Yeah, no pun intended, but yeah.
That's a fact, bro. Guys, it's so powerful. All right. When he was talking about low vibration, high vibration, when you're happy, you're thinking with the higher part of your brain. When you're all in your ego and you're angry, you're thinking with the lower part of your brain. That's the heaven and the hell within us. All right. That is very powerful. So we have to access these energies so that we can always be our highest self, so that we can be who God wants us to be. All right, guys? So make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, guys. Make sure you smash all the consistent, positive things in your life that you can. You feel me? Including semen retention. And including Google Pumps Girl. All right? What's your page, Brody, so they can follow you?
Instagram @JAQUE The Ripper, and YouTube The Ripper. Peace and blessings. Thank you, and it's an honor. And like I said, this is out of love and respect when we talk like this. But you all got to make your own mind up. You got to stop looking at everyone else and stop focusing on what everyone else is doing, and start focusing on yourself, because God is displeased with us as individuals because the energy you're putting out. Focus on yourself. Don't be so insecure. That's insecurity when you look at everyone else. Look at yourself. Focus on yourself. Get yourself right, and then everybody else will see your light, and then you can help others from there. But be the best that you can be.
Yes, man.
It's Mobility Mad with the Modern Mindset. You got pain, I have pain relief for you. You can follow me on YouTube and Instagram at the Modern Mindset. There you go.
Check me out. I'm Goku Pump, aka smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, smash everything except for my wife. We do have Patreons too, guys. So check out our Patreon if you want a structural workout program that you can follow on a daily basis while you're practicing your semen retention. Don't just practice semen retention and sit down on the couch and eat chips and cookies. You're practicing something else. If you can't talk to women and you say you're practicing something else. You gotta train. Make sure you're training. Use that energy. Don't use it on garbage activities. Use it for useful activities.
Positive things.
Positive things. You know what I mean?
But talk to women how? When you say that, what do you mean talk to women?
So I know some people. I've met some people that watch our channel.
Practice semen retention.
They came up to me. They say they practice semen retention,
But they don't talk to no women at all.
they don't talk to no women at all.
But I mean, talk
They
to
avoid
them in
women.
what way? In what way?
Period.
I do business with women.
They don't even do
They
that.
don't do that. They stay away from women. They literally stay away from
They
women, bro.
avoid women,
They avoid
period.
women.
Okay, if they have unrighteous intentions, they probably should. But they don't talk to them in no business way, social way, none of that.
No, bro.
No.
And
That's
that's not exactly.
That's what he's saying.
And that's going against your nature as a man. You gotta have control. That's the point of semen retention. Have control.
But until then,
If you're-
they don't need to be around women.
Yes, if
Until
you're
they're
not,
nasty.
if you can't
do that.
control your urges.
Then stay away from them.
Yeah.
That's smart.
I mean, you know what?
They
That's
doing
a
it
good
right,
point.
actually. Oh no, they gonna end up like old boy
Some of
that
them.
was stalking.
Yeah.
You know, that, nah.
Yeah.
But that's a whole different intention, though.
He had a mental illness
Yeah,
though. You can
yeah.
tell.
mental illness.
most
He
of
fully,
them-
had he fully had a. You can look in his eyes; are straight sick. Something was not there.
So,
Something
like-
was missing.
So like these type of people, and I'm not judging anyone, but like if a girl was to talk to them too, it's kind of like they don't know how to interact with a
Yeah,
woman.
because they don't talk to girls at all.
Exactly. So they have to
Not
still
even for
practice
nothing.
that. Yeah, because at the end of the day, you're gonna need a queen.
But then they want to have sex with them.
Yeah, to
That's
crazy.
crazy.
To procreate.
They got the
That's
wrong
crazy.
idea.
That's
You
crazy.
know what I mean? So like that's why you have to train while you're practicing semen retention. Because listen, I was there. I didn't know how to talk to girls, but I trained. I did not know how to talk to girls, but I trained, and I was a security guard at Urban Outfitters. I stood by the door, and a lot of girls just gave me their numbers, like yo. But just being
I stay
so
away from tubing in a different way. I do business.
so training.
Yo, guys, make sure. I don't care if you have you work 25 hours every day. I don't care. There's a ground everywhere, even at work. So you can still work out. You can still do some squats and push-ups, something. Feel me? People, I don't care about, oh, I'm gonna die, so blah, blah, blah. You're not gonna die. Nobody dies. We just go back to where we came from. Feel me? So at the end of the day, if you love the vessel that you was blessed with, then you will work on that, on the inside and out. And that's the first thing, before you even go to anyone else and tell them about themselves. We are not perfect, so let's work on becoming more perfect within ourselves. Shouts to everybody who just gave some powerful thoughts and gave their experiences. We love all the support you guys have been giving us. This is why we make these videos. You inspire us to stay as consistent as we are. So we're showing you that. So show us that you are supporting yourself as well by staying consistent with yourself, supporting yourself. Work out. If you don't want to work out, if you don't want to work on your body because you have to work out, you have to go to work for 25 hours, 8 days a week. Work on your mind. Work on something. Train something. Stop eating processed food. I don't care if you're vegan. That shit still kill you. If it's processed, that's cancerous.
We need earth. We got to grow our foods. We need herbs, natural farmland that we can, as you can see, they buying up a lot of land, putting these unnatural GMO, and now they're doing genetic specific foods
You know
that
what?
target certain groups of people.
You know
So
what,
we
bro?
got a farm.
You know what, bro?
That's what we're doing. We're not talking about it. We're actually doing it.
That's a
come
fact.
Come to Florida. We got homestead land and homestead. We go to farmers markets. We grow the moringa. We got a lot of herbs, and we can get our people healthy, man. Get our people more educated on the foods, because our enemy is feeding us and it's killing us.
Sensu beans. That's the sensu beans. Straight recovery. Feel me? And you know what? Since we talk like that, instead of us just telling y'all what to eat, we gonna get the food for y'all. We gonna put it on our website so y'all can come get the food and know what to eat and know what to take. You need testosterone? We're gonna show you how to do those. You need some food to eat well? We're gonna show you how to do those.
All
you
natural.
wanna gain mass? We're gonna show you how to do those. You wanna lose weight? We're gonna show you how to do those all natural. Shouts to everybody that's been supporting us. Thank you. And if you have not, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. If you do dislike the video, just comment down below what you dislike about the video, so on the next video we can possibly do better. Unfortunately, we don't have any merch on, but go to our website so you'll get the merch. Feel me? Peace.
I am the answer to all living things that cry out for peace. I am protector of the innocent. I am the light in the darkness. I am truth.